Hello everyone. Good morning. Today we are going to be doing a simple Python program from Sumita Arora class 12 chapter 1 question 2. Now what is the program? Well, the question is writing a program that returns true true if the input number is even. If the input number is even, false otherwise. Now what does this mean? Well, I'll write in form comment what this means exactly, but it can take it as something like this. If num is even, true. If num is odd, false. Now how do we know whether a number is even or odd? Well, we divide it using the modulo function. What does a modulo function do? The modulo, oh sorry, it's not a function. Sorry, it's just an operator. My bad, I got that wrong. It's an operator. So it gives a remainder in a division. How now? What does this mean? Well, 10 modulus 2 is going to be equal to what? What is 10 divided by 2? It's the quotient is 5, but we want to know the remainder. The remainder from this would be 0, and that is what 10 modulo 2 would give us. Now let's just test this. I will just print 10 modulus 2, 0. So that's what I'm looking trying to look for. So now I'll just delete all this. So how do you know if a number is even? I'll write here if even num or whatever number you enter mod 2 equal will be equal to 0. That is always going to be true. If odd, num mod 2 equal 1, which is again always true. Is even for 0 because 0 modulus 2 is also 0. So let's start the program. First, I will take the input of a number. So I will say enter a non-negative, non-negative integer. I want to restrict myself to only 0 and positive integers because you can't take even and odd of decimals, decimal numbers, all those. So let's do that. And then, so now we have the our input. So then since we have our input, now I will start the actual program. So if num modulus, sorry, if n modulus 2 equal to 0, we use a double equal to because this is a boolean. Okay, because this is a boolean. Print n modulus 2 equal to 0. Elif, or you can put elif else also, but I'll use elif n mod 2 equal to 1. Print n mod 2 equal to 0. Now you may ask why have I done this. You may think that it makes no sense, but I'll explain it. I'll just put a few comments. This actually makes a lot of sense because normally I could just write here true for I could just write true here, but I don't want to. I'd rather do this. So what happens when I run this program? So I'll enter a non-negative integer. I'll enter 10. It gives me true. I'll do it again. I'll do 5. False. See, it works anyway. So that's what is important. That when I'm looking at this, something like this, like n, we never remember this, but things like n, this n modulus equal to 0 is not really an operation. It's more of a boolean. So this is basically true. This is since this is true. If this, I'll just write another comment here. If this block is true, comma, then n modulus 2 is equal to 0 is true. It's going to be true, otherwise this won't be executed. But then there's one more thing. If this block is true, then the opposite n modulus 2 equal to 0 is false. Now this is true, only then this is executed. And this is the exact opposite, so it's always going to be false. Now, this is not exactly the best way to write it. I will show you a much better way to write it. Actually, the better way to write it is just enter bool 0 1, and here bool 0. I know you could print true or false, but this is way better. And if you just want to print true or false, just write true or just write false. This will print. But you want to see what the bool does. I will just show it to you. I'll just run one. See, it gives me a 10, but if I put a 5 in, gives me a false. And that is how this program is done. This code will be found in the comments. So you can copy it down or check it out if you want to. Uh, and that's the video. Thank you so much.